Welcome to the country. So I've got a new project that I'm working on. I've been holding off on it for about a week now, trying to get some other things done. I've got so many ideas and lures and things that I want to catch fish on. Just not enough time to kind of squeeze everything in. I try to fish most every single day, but today I really needed to stay home and catch up on some yard work and pick some vegetables over in the vegetable garden that's been getting away from me. But with that being said, I'm working on a new project, and what it is, I thought it would be kind of cool, is tying some jigs out of these buzzard feathers. So I found this buzzard dead on the side of the road last week when I was going to work. I pulled over there and I jerked a couple feathers out of him. And I want to catch some fish on some jigs I tied up from this old buzzard. So that's what I've been doing this morning, guys. I got a few tied up already. I've got a lot of projects coming up, things I want to catch fish on. You can see right here in front of me on my little barrel here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 vintage lures right here that I've got kind of picked out for some fishing projects I got coming up. But today I'm going to tie a few jigs out of this buzzard, and I want to show you one of them. I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 here already tied up out of the buzzard. And here's the original. If you're new to the channel, this jig right here was the original squirrel tail jig that I caught all those fish on. I kind of retired it because the hook got misshapen. I've caught so many fish on it. A few fish that I wish you guys would have seen that I caught that I didn't get on video. I caught about a, I don't know, 2.5 pound smallmouth on this jig right here. And I think I got that picture. I might cut the video and include that picture of that fish that I caught on my squirrel tail jig. So that guy's kind of in retirement. So I got him sitting right there. So I'm just going to take this feather, clip a little bit of it off. And there's plenty of length here. As a matter of fact, there's way too much. I'll have to trim some of it off. So I just kind of get it straightened up. Get this guy over here. And I'll start here where I got quite a bit of it out the front. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll show it to you here in a second. So I got a bunch sticking out the front. And I'll just start wrapping a little bit of this. I'm using a brown base. I like these natural colors, this brown. The fish seem to really like it too. So I'll get started with that. And then what I'll do, let me show that to you, what I did there. So I just got sticking in the front and about half of it sticking in the back, kind of like that. And I'll take this stuff that's in the front and I'll fold it down. And then I'll start wrapping again. Wrap that like that. And I'll pick this up and I'll just try to get it back around to the front. I may have to spin this around. And what I'm trying to do is get that to stick up in the air a little bit, kind of just like that. And once I got a few wraps on it, I'll spin it back around. Kind of like that right there. So it looks kind of like that. It'll focus. And then I'll start putting a little glue on there. So this is the Gorilla Glue, the clear Gorilla Glue that I like to use. A little dab. Get that all worked in. Cut it off. And there we have it. One little buzzard jig. Get out of the way, maybe that'll focus on the jig. There you go. One buzzard jig tied up, ready to go. I'll have to let it dry overnight. So I'll stick it right there. So I've got this one tied up with a pink thread, give it a little bit more color. And this one's tied up with an orange. I got another one here tied up with black. So that one's tied up with a black thread. So that's probably enough of those. I don't need a whole bunch of them, but I got plenty of material to work with. I got that feather and this one right here. So I've got tons of material to work with as far as tying jigs go. So I don't need a whole bunch, but anyway, there's a little quick video tying up some buzzard jigs. So you ought to see that that trip in the next 2 or 3 videos probably. I don't know exactly when I'm going to go out and actually fish with them, but I've got all these projects that I want to do, like this guy right here. This is an old mirror lure. This is an L&S mirror lure. I want to catch a fish on that guy. I want to catch a fish on all these. And I'm sure that at some point I will. This one, these are interesting here. These are creek chub injured minnows. These are topwater lures. I think it'd be pretty cool to go out and catch a fish on that. That might be my next project. We'll just have to see what I feel like when I get out there. But yeah, several vintage lures that, or several, I'd say several, hundreds actually, that I haven't even got the opportunity to show you guys or even fish with. So I've got a few more. I'll just show you real quick in my box here. This is a dynamite lure. This was made in Texas, I think in Dallas, Texas. I did some research on that. This is a Arbogast. This one I think is going to be really cool. This might be my next one. I don't know. This is a Sputterbug. Sputterbug. That's a cool looking lure right there. That might be my next project. And then I have an old vintage. This is a Jitterbug. An old vintage Jitterbug. So many lures and not enough time, but eventually I'm going to get to them. I've got several. I might show you guys one of these. I have now acquired four of these CC shads. There's in there. There's two more in there, but I have four of these CC shads now. A couple other lures. This is a thin fin. I've got a couple of thin fins, the old models. This is a brand new one. I want to try to catch a fish on that guy there. I got this guy pretty recently, the other day. I got this guy here. That's going to be a pretty cool one. I'll catch a fish on that guy. Just so many lures. Not enough time. Look at this bomber. It's a brand new bomber I bought. Haven't even fished with it yet. That's a pretty cool one. I'm going to catch a fish on that one too, for sure. But anyway, just lures after lures after lures, box after box of stuff that I need to get around and fish with. No shortage of lures. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for me for this morning. Just wanted to show you that little project. The Buzzard feather jigs coming up here pretty soon. That may be on tomorrow's video or the next day. Sometime this week I think I try to get out and do that. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching.